I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So we're continuing in Ezekiel, and we're going to be here for a while. This is chapter 8. Ezekiel sees in vision the wickedness and abominations of the Jews in Jerusalem. He sees idolatry practiced in the temple itself. And it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 6th month, and the 5th day of the month, as I sat in mine house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord God fell upon me. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness, as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins, even downward fire, and from his loins even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by a lock of mine head. And the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy. And behold, the glory of the God of Israel was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. So this is in the 6th year. Now, we've been in the 5th year up till now. The first 7 chapters are in the 5th year. This is the 6th year, which means that either that performative prophecy from chapter 4 was not literally him laying on his side for 390 days, or it began fairly early on in the 5th year. So let us see, if we go back to the first date we had in chapter 1, says that his vision was in the 4th month, in the 5th day. Now this here is the 5th day of the 6th month. In the Jewish calendar, they average 354 days a year. But that would leave us with 36 days to get to 390. 2 more months, each month being about 28 days, gives us 56. Possible. This would indicate to me that the whole thing of laying on your side for 390 days was probably not literal. But anyways, we'll just leave that. Let's continue on. He sees the glory of God in the same way that he saw it when he was in the plain. Remember, after seeing his first vision, he was dropped off in the town and just kind of stood shocked and dumbfounded for a few days. And then the Lord took him back out into the plains, and he again saw the Lord. So now he is again seeing the Lord here in the same way. But now he's being taken to Jerusalem, to the city Jerusalem, to see what's going on here. Verse 5. Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way toward the north. So I lifted up mine eyes in the way toward the north, and behold, northward at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry. And he said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do, even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary? But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do there. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things and abominable beasts, and all the idols of the house of Israel, portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. And in the midst of them stood Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his imagery? For they say, The Lord seeth us not, the Lord hath forsaken the earth. He said also unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the earth. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they worshipped the sun toward the east. Then he said unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch in their nose. Therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. So this is, he's been taken to Jerusalem, and he says, look, they've set up an idol here in the city where everybody's worshiping. But that's not it. That's not the worst thing. And he takes them to the wall, I think it's the wall of the temple, where there's a hole, and they dig it out, and there's a door, and he goes in. This represents the secretness, that there are secret rituals being done by the leaders, by the elders of Israel, that they're saying, oh, because we're doing these in secret, God doesn't know. That's what the whole door and being walled up symbolizes, the secret combinations here. But that's not the worst of it. And he takes them to the door of the temple, just outside the temple, and there are the Tammuz, the women weeping for Tammuz. Tammuz is a Amorite idol. But that's not even the worst of it. We go inside the temple, and we got these 25 men worshiping the sun. He's given this tour of Jerusalem to show him why the city is going to be destroyed, to explain it. And each step of the way, it gets progressively worse until you have actual idol worship in the temple itself. It's actually kind of it's a sad thing to see how far Israel has fallen, but also God is here saying, look, these people, I've done so much for them, and look what they're doing to me. Anyways, we leave that here, and we pick this up in chapter 9, so see you there.